went through something that I figured I could never under any circumstance go through. And I realize many individuals were holding up or needing to hear. I simply didn't believe that you should see me like that man. You realize I believe that you should see me snickering, living it up, celebrating Popping Joe, doing a film TV program. Yell out from the man in the room was that the blood coagulation in the cerebrum made him by then be somewhat deadened and blind. That was I was visually impaired, yet as you can see, the eyes are working fine and dandy. I said I was deadened. I'm not lined up after many long stretches of radio quietness from him, his whole family, and everybody that has an individual relationship with him. Jamie Foxx is at last back in the media. Himself, the entertainer, has quite recently spoken about his extraordinarily horrendous trial. Yet aside from expressing gratitude toward individuals for their kindly words, he additionally chose to give out a few stunning insights concerning his time. Access the wild, you see. While Fox was honestly battling for his life when he was hospitalized, he decided to keep it hidden, and the explanation will make them expand this. And significantly more is the bomb he just chose to drop today. So accept me when I let you know this is one story you would rather not miss. I didn't believe you should see me with the cylinders running out of me from accounts of him having a respiratory failure to considerably more stunning stories of him purportedly going visually impaired from being mind. Did the hypotheses about Jamie's condition when he was at the clinic went crazy, and things turned out to be additionally convoluted when he was out of the medical clinic, without giving a clarification for what had befallen him such an extremely long time. Yet to say the man was going through a lot of hardship, that time would be all a misrepresentation in a video delivered 2 or 3 hours prior. Fox chose to at long last give an individual record of his life. Over the most recent few months, he uncovered that first of all, he didn't know whether he was really going to endure the difficulty, and that he probably won't have made do, notwithstanding his family's mediation and backing. Dixon, my girl, Corinne Marie, saved my life. So to them, to God, to a ton of extraordinary clinical individuals. I'm ready to leave you this talking about his family. The rapper come entertainer likewise found opportunity to particularly say thanks to them for keeping his dim times as sealed shut as conceivable, making sense of why he had them take that course. Fox uncovered that he didn't need pictures of him with tubes standing out and being entered out on the web. He said he just believed individuals should continue to see him in his present status as that person that lights up the room and gets everybody giggling, to say the least. He got what he needed in light of the fact that despite the fact that individuals profess to have gotten data from dependable sources about the entertainer's state in the clinic, nothing supported by visual proof truly came out. I can't see you how extraordinary it feels to have your family kick in such a manner. And you all realize they kept it impermeable. They did not let anything out. They safeguarded me. And keeping in mind that we're on wild tales about him getting out, James truly addressed a particular ones in his most recent message to individuals, making sense of that. He comprehends how hushing up would have prompted wild anecdotes about him. James exposed a portion of these wild cases, especially the one about being visually impaired. He likewise uncovered that the word about him being incapacitated was just a fiction of certain individuals' creative mind. And in spite of the fact that he is by all accounts pretty sweet, currently Fox uncovered that it was a battle to arrive at this point on the grounds that other than the fight for his life, he likewise had a ton of knocks in his street to recuperation. Yet as we can all see, he gives off an impression of being showing improvement over anybody might have expected. As a matter of fact, he wrapped up his message to individuals by expressing that he was ready for action, as in he is as of now open to taking position and presumably finishing old tasks. He's been extreme, man. I was wiped out, man, yet presently I got my legs out under me. So you will see me out. Well, you could say fans had been expecting the update from him for some time now, as a large number of them took to the remarks segment to spout about how blissful They are about the entertainer's recuperation. One individual composed happy he's improving. He probably experienced a few exceptionally difficult stretches. Well-being wise anticipating that Jamie Foxx has a whole love with the narratives and jokes another client, who's additionally happy the entertainer is back yet accepts his family wasn't extremely forthright. The assertion on Instagram read we needed to share that my dad Jamie Foxx encountered an unexpected problem yesterday, fortunately because of fast activity and extraordinary consideration. He is as of now en route to recuperation. We know how cherished he is and value your requests. The family requests protection during this time. At the time it was muddled what the unexpected problem was precisely, yet before the episode he was shooting the impending film back in real life. As per individuals, Jamie's occurrence didn't occur while he was on set, and he was not shipped to the clinic by a crisis vehicle. Later down the line, Jamie recognized the help he had gotten from fans in an Instagram post on May 3rd, where he composed value all the affection, feeling honored. However, at that point, on May 12th, Corinne posted an update, affirming her dad had been out of the clinic for quite a long time. The assertion on her Instagram story read, update from the family, miserable to perceive how the media goes crazy. My father has been out of the medical clinic for a really long time, recovering. As a matter of fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Gratitude for everybody's requests and support. We have a thrilling declaration coming 1 week from now. 2 anyway, 7 days after Corinne had uncovered that an American writer and podcaster, A.J. Benza, uncovered that it was truly not the case. I had someone in the room who let me in on that. Jamie had a blood coagulation in his mind. After he got this, the podcaster shared that he searched around for subtleties on what distressed Foxx and whether it was connected with the antibody. I had someone in the room who let me in on that. Jamie had a blood coagulation in his cerebrum. After he had the chance, he didn't need the shot, yet with the film he was on, he was compelled to get it. Benza claimed, what I determined from the man in the room was that the blood coagulation in the cerebrum made him by then be somewhat deadened and blind shot. He didn't need the shot, yet the film he was on, he was constrained to get it. What I determined from the man in the room was that the blood coagulation in the cerebrum made him by then be halfway. Benza's cases didn't end there. Goodness, he additionally uncovered that James' condition was generally connected to a sought-after 19 antibody he took. Benza claimed that Foxx had to get an antibody while he was dealing with a film he guaranteed he had a source in the room with Foxx, and that the entertainer fostered a blood coagulation, which prompted a stroke after he received any available immunization shots. As per reports, Foxx's delegate said in an email that Benza's case is totally mistaken, in spite of the fact that Foxx was hospitalized for an undisclosed disease. In April, his little girl, Corinne Foxx, said in an Instagram story post that he had been home for a really long time and was all right to play pickleball. Still, that didn't prevent Benza's contested case from spinning out of control via virtual entertainment. Extreme right observers like Candace Owens intensified it on her YouTube-based digital recording, where she has 67 million endorsers, hinting that Benza's assertion should be valid on the grounds that Foxx's family didn't out and out denounce it. Their quiet appears like there is a veracity to this guarantee. Owens said in the YouTube video posted that very week, we are in general pausing our breathing to see whether Jamie Foxx stands up. I would agree that simply utilizing presence of mind, that on the off chance that this was my family and an individual went out and told a viral, would quickly give an assertion we would censure a writer in my family, would call them a liar. However, at that point, 2 weeks after these accounts were zooming around, Foxx was spotted at the most irregular places. However, they cloned Tyrone Star showed up on a boat with a couple of others on the Chicago waterway Sunday. In a video got by TMZ, Foxx grinned as he waved over to fans who shouted to him, "Music, gracious boat life." The performer tweeted Sunday night, his first tweet in quite a while, noticing that he was celebrating summer with his bourbon image, earthy colored sugar whiskey. Foxx added, "Stay favored." And this was only one of numerous sightings, as the entertainer was likewise seen playing pickleball and hitting the fairway, demonstrating that the cases that were being made about him probably been bogus somewhat. Anyway, individuals actually accept there's an off-putting thing about his entire story. And surprisingly, his latest appearance in the media, and these folks haven't been keeping down, that was the situation with this client who accepts Foxx may be concealing something they compose time for you to uncover reality. And I'm Jimmy Foxx. Don't let Hollywood run your life, don't allow.